Hello, you beautiful people out there. Welcome back to Tensorvid. Whether you are new to SolidWorks or this is your 100th project, you can follow along the series and build a complete mechanical damper from scratch. So the damper has 5 parts to it as follows: a bush, ring, piston, spring, and the cylinder. So without any further ado, let's get started. We can use this icon here to create a new file and make sure you have selected part and click the OK button. As always, we will start by saving the file. I will call this one bush and then save it. We will be saving all our files in the same folder. Let us take the sketch tool, and this time we will choose the front plane. We will be using the revolve boss tool to create the bush. But in order to use the revolve boss tool, we need a sketch and an axis that we can use to revolve the sketch. Let us take the center line tool under the line tool to create the axis. We will create it in the same line as the origin. Let us take the dimension tool to give it a length. Seems like we are on the wrong unit system. Let us change it from inch pound second to millimeter gram second and undo the dimension and give it again. We will give this one the length of 18 millimeter. Let us make it fully defined by constraining its position with the origin of the plane. So selecting the line and by holding Ctrl or Command and then selecting the origin. And from here, we will select the midpoint relation. Now if you haven't watched day 1 of our series, please go and watch it as I have explained the interface, sketches and tools in more detail there. Continuing forward. Like I said previously, this axis line will be used to revolve the sketch. So the gap between the sketch and this axis line becomes the hollow part of the bush. Everything will make sense once we do it. We will use the line tool this time to create our sketch and learn how to make it fully defined. I will start from here and roughly create the shape I need for the bush. Note that I am following the guides that appear while sketching. Press Escape to exit the line tool once done. Let us give dimensions to the sketch. The radius of our bush cylinder will be 4 mm. So we will give this gap a distance of 4 mm. Let me move this line up quickly. We need to give distance from this point to this point. Make sure you take it horizontally and not at an angle, otherwise it will become diameter. We will give this distance 6 mm. And from here to here, we will give it 7 mm. This length will be 2 mm. Now instead of giving dimensions on the other side, we can select the two edges by holding Ctrl or Command and then add a relation. This time we will use the make equal relation. We will do the same for the other side. Selecting this edge, holding Ctrl or Command, selecting this one, and then applying make equal relation. And there you go. Our sketch is fully defined. So let's finish the sketch. So now we have the axis and this closed contour that we can use for the revolve boss tool. Here in the features option, we have the revolve boss base tool. Let's select it, and it is asking us to select a sketch. So let us select this contour here. It already revolved it using some axis. Let us make sure we use the one we created. In the axis of revolution, we will select our axis. But before that, make sure this direction option is set to blind. Here in the selected contour, we have nothing. So let us delete the axis by selecting it and pressing the delete button. Then here we can select the plane instead. And finally, select our axis as the axis of revolution. There you go, we now have our bush ready. Click on this check mark here to complete the feature. Let us finish it by giving it an appearance color. I will give it a shiny copper metal material and apply it to the whole body. We have our bush ready. Let us save it and move to our next part, that is the ring. Create a new part file and save it by giving it a name as ring. Let's take the extrude boss tool and select the front plane. We will create two concentric circles right from the origin. The inner circle will have the diameter of 32 mm and the outer one will have 50 mm. Let me just move these handles closer to the circle. The ring is in shape of a gear. So in order to do that, we will use a new shape this time, which is a polygon. We will create it at the top of the outer circle, making sure it is in line with the center. I am creating it big enough so that I get that horizontal icon to know that it is straight. Taking the dimension tool, I will give it a length of 5.5 mm. Let's fix its position by selecting the midpoint of this edge here and the origin and giving it the vertical relation. All we need to do now is to make a circular pattern with this shape with respect to the origin. Let's take the circular sketch pattern tool, and here in the entities to pattern, we will select the polygon and here in the axis we will select the origin, and here in the number of instances we will increase it till we see which number fits well. But if you want, you can give it as per your project or diagram. I will stop at 8. We also need one circle cut from right between this point and this point. So we will take the circle tool and create a circle somewhere in this edge. And give it a diameter of 3 mm. We need to fix its positioning right in the middle of the two polygons. To do so, we will take the center line tool to determine the center. Let's draw a center line from the center of this polygon to the origin, then to the center of this polygon. Taking the dimension tool, we will determine its angle by clicking on both the lines. So, it is 45 degrees. Let's create another center line from the origin to the center of the circle and give it an angle of 45 divided by 2 degrees. Great. Now we can again take the circular pattern tool and select the origin as the axis and the circle as the entity to pattern. We will give 8 in number of pattern. At this point, we could just go ahead and extrude the shape needed. But if you want, you can trim the unnecessary stuff out by using the trim tool and just drawing over the items you want to remove. I will keep the shapes as it is more convenient to edit later. Let's finish the sketch and change the view to isometric. Taking the extrude tool, we will select the contour and delete it from selected contours and select the region instead. The depth will be 6 mm. Complete the extrusion and I will quickly give it an appearance. There you go. Our ring part is ready as well. We will stop it here and continue with the piston in the next part. Also, if you like my explanation, please like, comment and share. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Your support helps my channel grow and continue delivering high quality Fusion 360 videos.
you.